Hi, we're at the home page of the ChattachoocheeNow forum, also known as TalkNow, and I'm going to show you how to create a group. Groups are really important in forums because they help you decide who to share information and posts with. So I'll take you through a couple examples real quickly. We're on the home page. Make sure that you're logged in on the right hand side. I'm logged in as the editor. Okay, go up here and the right hand side you see a tab called Groups. Click on that. And next to the words Groups directory on the left hand side you'll see this pale gray wording called Create a Group, which gets a little darker when you roll over it. So click on that. Okay, and then you'll see group name and group description, and you're going to have to fill out these fields. So what I'm going to do is a very quick group, which is going to be for horseback riders, also known as equestrians. Okay, so the group description is anyone who goes horseback in the forest. All right, now what you need to do is scroll down a little bit, because on every one of these little pages there's a little bar you have to click. So create group and continue. All right, if you don't fill those two fields out, it won't let you continue. All right, the first thing up here, by default you have a discussion forum. That's kind of the point of having a group, so we're going to leave that checked. Now the privacy options is the important part. If you make it a public group, which is the default option, means anybody who joins the site can join the group, and that the group will be listed in the directory and in search results, and anybody who's on the site can see the content. So that is as open as it gets. All right. A private group is a little bit more private, of course, and so if you're the one who's creating the group, you get to say who will join the group. All right, so right there up front, only users who request membership and are accepted can join the group. So by setting it up, you yourself are determining who gets to be in it. All right, the group will still be listed in the groups directory because you'll want people to find it, okay? And but the content of the group, whatever it talks about and does, will only be visible to the people who are in this group. So you can have private conversations this way and private discussions about issues. And that could be very helpful to lots of groups who aren't quite ready to go public with what they're thinking as a group. The third option is really hidden, and it means that nobody actually even knows you're there unless you invite them to be part of the group. It's not listed in the directory, the content is invisible, and if somebody doesn't know you exist, then they'll never be a member and they won't even know you're there. So this is kind of a cool option for people who are reluctant to seem like you don't want to let people in, or you're being elitist or something. But if you actually have a good reason to keep it to a very select group of people, that's the choice you're going to want. All right, so once you've chosen your privacy options, click Next Step down here at the bottom. All right, and this is where you get a chance to make a little logo or design for your group. Right now, I don't think I actually have a picture of horses that I can use, but if I did, I would just click on Choose File, and then I'd be able to go to my computer and find the pictures that I wanted to look at. To find a picture of a horse if I had one. I don't happen to, so I'm going to wait for later. Now you don't have to do this when you create the group. You can do it at any point, and all you have to do is choose the file, upload the image, and you'll be able to crop it to exactly the size you want. But for now we're going to skip this step and go to the next one. All right, now it will ask you to invite people from your friends list. Now those are some people who I'm friends with on this, and So you can send them an invitation right there. You need to already be friends with someone to invite them, but you can always go back later if you get them to join and then invite them to be in this group. So that's a do it now or do it later kind of step. I'm going to skip that, so go to the bottom, and this is important. Be sure you keep going through these steps. Click Finish. And by clicking Finish, you are sure that the group itself has actually been created, and there it tells you that it's public. Now, if you want to change those things at any point, any of the options that we went through about the privacy, about the avatar, how you're represented, all those sorts of things, or invite people, you're going to come back to groups and come to this group that you have created. And if you've created it, you'll see a little tab here that says Admin. Okay, and that is for you to control these elements of the group, and you'll see the same things that we just went through: group settings, group avatar, manage members. And one thing I want you to see down here though is that once you've created the group, you have the option of notifying the members about any changes in the group by email, and you can click that yes or no. That's just one of the many things you can do once you have set up the group. So you can return to this place at any time, change those options, upload that avatar, anything you want to do. Because if you've created the group, you own the group. That's the important thing to remember. So the ones that have been created already were created just as very general groups, and they're public. If you want to make a public group or a private group, you can do it yourself. Just follow these steps. Thanks. Hope you'll do it soon.